So could you start off by telling me your full name and your rank?
Thomas George Schaefer, which is German, but still Schaffer. My father's name's Schaffer. So when I come out of the army, I changed my name to Schaffer, my father's name. Full stop.
And what was your rank?
Private.
What year were you born?
1926.
So you were very young when World War II started.
Yes, I was 14, 1940, 13, 1939. Yeah, and I was a messenger boy for the army, for the fire service, 14, in the Blitz.
And you remember the Blitz, and you remember the bombing.
Of course.
And do you have anything you want to share about the bombing?
I come up, my age, 14, I couldn't stay on the station. I got to come home after 9 o'clock with my age. Anyway, I come home, the Blitz was on, no lights, a blackout of course. All of a sudden, woof, through the gap in the building. I was on the bike over there where aerial mine, parachute mine had come down, and it's 8-10 houses. And I was over there before the fire station was there. Our fire boys were there. So it's gas mains, water mains, a lot, you know. Got over that. Then I joined the Army Cadets at 16. I joined the band of the Middlesex Regiment Army Cadets. The cup final every year, right? The football cup final at Wembley.
Yeah.
Well, instead of having the two teams that run it, the competition was full, but they picked two teams out, Chelsea and Charlton, I think it was, in 1940, to play the cup final as it's standing in for two teams. Well, the band practiced Friday night, about 120 strong drum and bugle band, marching up and down, and we wheeled round in front of the box. And then I got called up when I was 18. I was 18 on the 25th of April, and 4th of May I was in the army. Bang.
This is 1944.
Yeah. Then done me primary corps training a lot. Put my name down for parachutes.
Well, why did you want to be in a parachute regiment?
Well, before the war, my uncle was at work for the air ministry as a map maker. We used to draw the maps, not as they do. It's just part of the war. And he used to take me and my brother around to different air pageants, Croydon, Hendon, every year, like, you know. So I was interested in planes for a start. And then parachute regiment, that was it.
And did you have any family members, like a brother that were also in the military?
Yes, my brother was in the artillery.
How long were you in training for?
Few months. Physical training, a lot, you know, the running every day, short courses and a lot, you know, till we passed out, and that was it. Then I got posted to the 13th Battalion Parachute Regiment, who was at the Ardennes, right? And then when I joined the battalion, they was in the Ardennes, so I got rushed over to the Ardennes in the snow a lot, you know, freezing. No flying at all because the fog, freezing fog and all that, you know. We lost the Battle of Bure. We lost 61 bods in one village, 61, who fought with Tiger tanks. We're not in American history. The 6th Airborne weren't in American history, and we was rushed over there to stem the advance to help the Americans.
A lot of people don't know that there were British soldiers in the Battle of the Bulge.
So I know, but it's after come out that we're not in American history, but you know, 61 bods lost in one village. There we are, Battle of the Ardennes, then come back to England, and we practice for the Rhine jump, nine planes abreast. 17th American Airborne and 6th Airborne started out from England, instead of 620 in a stick in the Dakota, we was down to 14 in a stick, 14 bod, because of the extra fuel tanks in the Dakota.
They needed extra fuel to get that whole distance.
Correct. We had to come down from Norfolk Lay down to Dover, cross Dover, and come up to Germany that way. That's why the extra fuel tanks.
Did you enjoy jumping out of the plane, or?
Yeah, we just done it and trained and that's it. I was in the French mortars. Well, the French mortar bomb weighed 10 pounds. I jumped before those and it kept,
So it's very heavy.
very heavy. But the base plate of the mortar was 56 pounds. So he's standing by the door, and number 2 and 3, and we're bomb carriers are coming out afterwards, see. We jumped 24th of March, 1944. 45, I beg your pardon. Yeah, 45. We achieved all our objects. Our object was to stock out 900 guns looking over the Rhine and all the high ground we took, right? Americans and us.
So you were trying to knock out the artillery guns for the advance to go through the Rhine?
Correct. 900 guns, as the Rhine army was suffered very heavy casualties, if they got across even. So that was our object, which we'd done. Right, from there, we stood our ground there and then advanced 340 odd miles to the Baltic. Our object was to get to the Baltic coast before the Russians, Wismar, which we did. We didn't know why or what, but it turns out the Russians were going to take Denmark, finish like East Germany. We stopped them. A couple of tanks we got through, but they had to withdraw. So it was vodka with the Russians and BE Day.
Did you ever meet any Russian soldiers?
Yeah, of course, yeah. A vodka in Wismar. On that day, I'm afraid, one of the boys went swimming in the Baltic. All our platoon went in. I was on duty. Mum drowned in the Baltic, going through that lot. Drowned, yeah. So it was vodka with the Russians and BE Day. Home, leave, straight out to Far East. So India, so many rumours going about we're going to drop on Singapore. Anyway, they dropped the 2 atom bombs. So it was one of the first troops in Singapore around the Japs up Changi prison. Java, no Dutch troops available, but it started infiltrating against the Dutch government. We rushed over there to stem that, which we did. Samarang, in Batavia, as it was then. Then we come up, dealt with that, skirmishes we dealt with that. Come up the coast to Samarang, where people, dying, no nothing at all.
This is from the Japanese?
This is from, the situation as it was. And we had to sort out water, food. We had a fully armed company of Japanese, not armed, fully under our command, should I say, under our command against infiltration. We dealt with that, come back to, as we thought, we got back to Singapore, Palestine, Gaza, Palestine. That was a real battle going on there, Then leave, fortnight's leave, come back and finish up. Then I joined the 4 years with the TA Para.
How was your adjustment to civilian life? Was it easy for you, or was it difficult?
I was a butcher, got called up, and then went back to the shop.
And did you marry after the war?
Yes. But I got divorced by my first wife. Then I married Peggy. We was 3.5 weeks married. I took to Arnhem on pilgrimage, Battle of Arnhem, and she got stung by a bee and died. 3.5 weeks married. Let's get over these things, and you do. And then I married again through a telephone call, and she died 2005. So there we are. That's it.
Do you have any advice for the younger generation who maybe don't know as much about the war?
I appreciate your living and your parents, and stay happy. Stay happy.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure.